Good afternoon, everyone. In this video, I will discuss the topic about geometric optics. So for my objectives, apply the principles of geometric optics to discuss image formation by the eye and correction of common vision defects. Law of reflection. The angle of incidence of a light on a surface is equal to the angle of reflection. But first, let's define what is reflection. Reflection is a phenomenon where a wave reflects at the interface of two media, such as light reflecting off a surface. So, yung reflection is ang pagbabalik ng isang light wave o sound wave na nagre-resulta sa paggawa ng ikalawang imahe nito. So, ang halimbawa po ng reflection is yung tumingin ka sa tubig tapos nakikita mo yung sarili mo, which is nagre-reflect ka doon sa tubig. So, as I have said earlier, the law of reflection is the angle of incidence of a light on a surface is equal to the angle of reflection. So, kung ano po yung angle ng incidence is equal din po siya doon sa angle ng reflection. So, let's take a look at this picture. So, the point P or the P at the top is reflect to the P prime at the bottom, which is the P prime is the image of the point P. So as you can see, it reflects the point P to the P prime. So as you can see in the picture, the angle of incidence is just equal to the angle of reflection. So kanina I tackled about a law of reflection. So now we will now tackle about law of refraction. So what is refraction? Refraction is the phenomenon that takes place due to the bending of light when it travels from medium to another. So in Bicol, when we say refraction is yung pagbayadan ng light duman sa sayong medium to form an image. So this is the law of refraction. The n sub 1 sine theta 1 is equals to the n sub 2 sine theta 2. The theta 1 is the angle of incidence and the theta 2 is the refracted angle. So this is the formula. N is equals to C over B. The N is the index of refraction is equals to the ratio of the speed of light in vacuum with the speed of light in a material. Next, this is the Huygens principle, which is the distance between two wavefronts is equal to ct or speed of light times time. In the Huygens principles of reflection, so as you can see in the picture, the triangle ABC is congruent with triangle ABD, which is both triangle is equal to each other. Therefore, the angle of incidence of a light on a surface is equal to the angle of reflection. So, doon po sa law of reflection kanina na aking binasa, sabi doon, yung angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So, next is the Huygens principles of refraction. So, triangles AEC and ABC in the illustrations have the same hypotenuse, which is the segment AC. Then, applying the N is equals to C over B, Snell's law, can be derived. So, andyan po yung formula sa baba, which is the Snell's law. So, next is the ray approximation. So, ray approximation is the study of wave phenomena in which ray approximation is valid. So, this ray approximation can be applied to plane mirrors, spherical mirrors, thin lenses, and multiple lenses. So, the properties of reflection. The triangle congruence, which is the triangle OVA, is congruent to the triangle IVA. So, as you can see in the illustration. So, let's take a look in this example number 1 of reflection. Cat is 179 cm tall. What length must a vertical mirror be if she is to be able to see her entire height? So this is the solution. Cat can see her foot at a point half a distance from her eye to her foot in the mirror. Also, she can see the top of her head half a distance from her eye to her head in the mirror. Thus, by reflection, she needs half her height, 89.5 cm, to see her entire body. So, paano nga ba nakuha yung 89.5 cm? So, by just divide it into 2, you can now, makukuha mo na yung 89.5 cm. Spherical mirrors, magnification, M, is the negative ratio of the image distance I over the object's distance O from the mirror. So, that is the formula of the magnification. And for the focal length of the mirror, F, is the half of radius of the mirror, R. The relationship of the focal length with the object distance and the image distance is given by 1 over object's distance plus 1 over image distance is equals to the 1 over the focal length of the mirror. So here are the signs conventions for mirrors. Object location, which is O. Image location is the I. Image height is the H prime. The focal length is F and the radius is R, and the magnification is M. So the object location is positive if the object is in front of the mirror or the what we call real. And the object location is negative if the object is in the back of the mirror or what we call on virtual. So the image location is positive if the image is in front of the mirror or the real also. And the image location is negative if the image is in the back of the mirror. Image height is positive if the image is erect, and the image height is negative if the image is inverted. The focal length and the radius is positive if the mirror is concave, and the focal length and radius is negative if the mirror is convex. So the magnification M is positive if the image is erect, and it become negative if the image is inverted. So we will now proceed to the two types of curved mirrors, which is the concave mirror and the convex mirror. So when we say concave mirror, the parallel light rays are brought to a real focus. So as you can see in the illustration, isa lang po yung focus na nandoon sa parallel rays. Isang focus lang po yung dinadaanan nila. So next is the convex mirrors. The parallel light ray seems to diverge from a virtual focus. So as you can see in the illustration, yung kanilang focus is iba-iba, which is unlike doon sa concave mirrors na isa lang talaga yung kanilang focus. Ray diagram for mirrors. Principal rays. Parallel ray, parallel to the axis reflected through the focal point. Next, focal ray, drawn through the focal point reflected parallel to the axis. Next, radial ray, drawn through the center of curvature reflected back on itself. Next, central ray, drawn to the vertex of the mirror reflects at an equal angle to the axis. So as you can see in the concave mirror illustration, the blue arrow serves as a parallel ray, which is the focus. The red is ray through focus, which is parallel. The green arrow, ray through center of curvature and goes back. And the orange arrow is the ray through vertex, reflects at equal angle. So for the example number 2 of the concave mirror, an object is 12 cm from a concave mirror with a radius of curvature of 6 cm. Find the focal length of the mirror and the image distance. So the given are the object's distance is the 12 cm and the radius of the curvature is 6 cm. So find the focal length and the image distance. So what we are going to find the focal length is that we need to use the formula, which is the 1/2 of the radius. So ilalagay lang po natin yung equivalent na value para makuha yung focal length, which is ang mangyayari 1/2 times 6 cm. So 1/2 times 6 is equals to 3 centimeter. So 3 centimeter is our focal length. So next, in order to find the image distance, we need to use the formula, which is the 1 over object's distance plus 1 over image distance is equals to 1 over focal length. So plug lang po natin yung mga value in order to find the image distance, which is 1 over the 12 centimeter plus 1 over I, which is yung hinahanap po natin, equals to 1 over 3 centimeter, which is yung 3 centimeter is the focal length. So for our image distance, the image distance that we find is equals to 4 centimeter. So for the convex mirror, the blue arrow serves as parallel ray, which is the focus. The red arrow is the ray through focus, also parallel, and the green arrow ray through center of curvature goes back. And the orange arrow ray through vertex reflects at equal angle. So the arrows are just the same to the concave mirror that I tackled earlier. So let's take a look in this example, which is the convex mirror problem. An object 2 cm high is 10 cm from a convex mirror with a radius of curvature of 10 cm. Locate the image and find its height. So the given are height is equals to 2 cm, the object distance is equals to 10 cm, and the radius is equals to 10 cm. So what we need to find is the image distance and the height. So take a look in this solution. So in order to find the image, first we need to find the focal length. So we need to use the formula for the focal length, which is the 1/2 of the radius. So we need to plug the value, which is the 1/2 times negative 10 cm is equals to negative 5 cm. So dahil nakuha na po natin yung focal length, pwede na tayong kumuha ng image distance. So ayan, gagamitin lang po natin ulit yung image distance formula na 1 over the object distance plus 1 over image distance is equals to 1 over focal length. So plug lang po natin yung mga value. 1 over 10 cm plus 1 over the image distance, which is the yung hinahanap natin, and is equals to 1 over negative 5 cm. So calculate lang po natin, and our image distance is equals to negative 3.33 cm. So in order to find the height, we need to find first the magnification, which is equals to negative 3.33 cm. Negative 3.33 cm is the image distance over the 10 cm, which is the object distance. So the magnification is equals to positive 0.33. So dahil nakuha na po natin yung magnification, makukuha na din po natin kukunin na po natin ngayon yung height, which is m times the height. So plug lang po natin yung mga value, which is positive 0.33, the magnification times 2 cm, which is the height, is equals to 0.676 cm, which is yung nakuha po natin height. So last, for the conclusion, convex mirror reflects light outwards and cannot to focus light. This mirror always form a virtual image, since the focal point and the center of curvature are both imaginary points inside the mirror. Concave mirrors reflect light inward to a focal point and are used to focus light. Concave mirrors can form different image types depending on the distance between the object and the mirror. The magnification of the image is given by the negative ratio of the size of the image and the object. Last, the location of the image is determined by the formula, which is 1 over the object distance plus 1 over the image distance is equals to 1 over focal length. So that's it for today. Thank you.